Alright, I think everything's going. So, gonna do a quick art trade since I'm in between projects at the moment, and honestly, I don't know what thing I want to draw next. So, in the meantime, gonna go ahead and do this. This character is from, I don't remember what their name was, honestly. But when I finish it, I'll post it and all that with the name. They said that I can't make this public, so might as well go ahead and do it public. Since this is going to be a quick draw, I'm going to stick to a pose I'm familiar with. An idea popped in my head. They said they wanted wings on top of everything. We'll see how that goes. But, come on. There we go. This is a character I'm going to be doing. Or redoing. Or I don't know how you want to say it. Okay. Let's find some good. What's it called? Composition. There we go. Alright, so she does have a little tail furry. I haven't seen many OCs with this, but I always like to put them in the drawing when I do get to do them, so. Let's do a different pose with the face. We're gonna have a jawline like this. Oh, I like that more. Alright, show off that neck. Alright, we got chesty. Now let's see here. Keep it to that proportion. We'll have her little creature smiling right there. Tail, it's gonna be fuzzy. I'll do fuzzy later. Okay, let's go ahead and do the arm right. Kill that. Get the forearm down right. Okay, this pinky's gonna be on this side. And I'm gonna be drawing a human again. Good thing I had plenty of practice after drawing so many Nico Neos. Oh man, my arm is killing me. I just got the first shot for COVID vaccine. Ugh. Okay. Smile. Nose. Ear. Oh, she has doggy ears, so we'll do it like this. Doggy ears. Alright. Got a lot of shaping to do. It's one thing I hate to admit, but at some point I'm gonna have to step away from doing all art and focus on anatomy. Because anatomy is one of those things that I can BS my way through a lot of drawings, because when it comes to digital art, you can literally just draw something. If you don't like it, redraw it until it looks good. Honestly, that's not the best method. I use a lot of references. Well, I used to. I usually just do it by mind now. I don't know. It's like the guy from Kingdom Hearts. What's his name? Directed it. Nomura, I think it is. Said usually when I do something, I just keep redoing it until I think it looks cool, and then when it looks cool, then I'm happy with it. That's pretty much my art style. I'll come up with a pose, and like if it looks cool, then I'll stick with it. If not, then I abandon it and change it for something else. Alright. So right now I can tell her head is not in the right spot. Let's move that. I mean, I look at people all the time, so I usually have a pretty good eye for these kinds of things. Alright. What kind of top are you wearing? Okay, so it's gonna have shoulders exposed, so basically a corset. Go ahead and do this. It's one of those funny things. I'll always do art trades pretty quickly. I won't do commissions right now, but when it comes to art trades, I'm always interested in doing them. Try not to do them too often. But art trades are a fun way to draw something that I normally wouldn't draw. Because a lot of people have some crazy imaginations out there, and it's nice to draw something that's different. Because I can't think of everything. I have a good imagination, but there's only so much I can think of before I run out of ideas. Okay, let's get the head right. Nope, that is the wrong version of working I want. I want to whiten it. There we go. Alright, that looks good. Let's move this over. Deselect that. Alright, looking good so far. Soft face, anime-ish. I guess I'll go ahead and just use cell shading for this one. Alright, he mentioned wings. I don't know if I'm gonna have room to really display wings very well in this. That's one of those things that you can do it or you can't. I know a lot of people get excited when they're like, oh, can you do this and this and this and this? And I'm like, okay, I can only put so much and do so much inside of a drawing. A lot of people, when they get commissions or do art trades or anything, they get so excited that they want to do everything, but honestly, you can only do so much before it starts looking bad. Too much is just not good. Sometimes simple designs and ideas are way more effective than very complex ones. It's like with tattoo artists. Tattoo artists go through it a lot. You'll hear them complain. Someone's like, I want a tattoo. They're like, okay, what do you want? I want this and this and this and this. The artist is just sitting there going, I don't know how in the world I'm gonna fit all of these ideas into one thing. I mean, I can try. And then they're like, oh, that looks terrible. I'm like, well, yeah, you want a million things on one drawing. So it's one of those things that sometimes a simple idea is way more effective and better than anything else. Okay. Alright, that's what I'm missing, an eyebrow. I'm like, why does she look so weird? She doesn't have an eyebrow. Alright. Cool. Let's go deck for darker shade. Go back to this brush. Go ahead and shrink it ink or bring down of opacity. Am I happy with those proportions? Kind of. Let's move it over. That's a bit better. Alright. Let's get some better lines in. Let's draw on the right layer. Ooh, too small. Does she have an eyebrow? I don't see any eyebrows. So I'll just keep the eyebrow simple. We'll do the line eyebrow. Focus. We got the sleeve going around. Do smooth lines. Corsets are usually tight. I have no idea how the front of the corset's going to be, so probably just going to keep it simple. It's always an interesting challenge, because I find myself doing a lot of fill in the blanks when it comes to drawing people's characters. Because references seem to be in short supply sometimes when it comes to details. They'll only have a front profile or a side profile. The ones I hate the most is when people only have a head profile, because then I have to figure out the body and everything else. The only thing that's even more worse than that is when there's no colors. Like, trying to build someone's OC drives me nuts. I've had to do it a couple times where people are like, hey, can you create my OC? Like, sure. And people get so picky sometimes. It drives me nuts. One of the reasons why I don't do commissions very often when it comes to creating people's OCs. I want a reference of my character. Okay. You show them a work in progress, and then they just tear it apart and say, no, I want it like this, like this, like this, like this, like this. Ugh. Can I also do this and this and this? And just like I was saying earlier with the tattoos, they're like, they have a million ideas, and like, if you put all that into one drawing, it's not going to look as good as you think it does. That comes from experience. It's good to have, like, you know, that kind of drive. Be all happy and encouraged about making something, but less is more. It's one of those things I wish people understood. It's one of those things I had to learn a long time ago when doing art. Because I know I used to be like that. Especially when I was doing fantasy art with dragons. I'd be like, I want to add this and this. And I realized that it's just takes away too much from the main focus of the creature you're drawing if you have a crazy wild background. Okay, we'll do this. Because you are a fuzzy boy. Sharp, sharp, sharp. see how good I've gotten at hands. Oh, look at that. That looks not too bad. I messed up the pinky somehow. Alright. Gonna have one finger there. Okay, of course, fur is going to be going over the hand. Alright. Let's grab this, adjust that a bit more. There we go. God, I love digital art. Being able to fix small things like that so easily is... So I was able to excel so quickly in my art this past year. When I got into digital, jeez, they just... I was able to excel at it really quickly. Alright, where's my reference? Is there anything I need to add? So, got these stars, got that star on the head, fuzzy ears, I can do that. We got a heart tattoo, so let's do that. Let's go ahead and lower that. Not bad so far. We got this star on her head, so we'll add you right there. And there's the upside down cross in it. Sure is. Make that a little bit lower. Okay, spiked collar. Alright, that's going to be covered with hair right there. Can't really show the back spikes. She does have arm sleeves, so how high do they go? Pretty high. So we'll bring up the glove like this. And that arm doesn't even show. Okay. I'm gonna guess it just goes over her knuckles, so we'll do that. Any other details? I can work out the heart a little bit more. Ironically, out of all the things to draw, I hate drawing hearts. They drive me nuts. I just don't like them. If I can use a brush that automatically draws them for me, I will do it in a heartbeat. I hate hearts. Hearts are... They're such a simple, symmetrical freaking shape that I can't always nail it. Okay, now we need to go ahead and start mapping out your different patterns of hair. This is interesting. Okay, so we'll go ahead and do the top part like this. That's going to be black. This is going to be purple. Along with this. The rest of the hair. Oh gosh, you have another black tuft. So we'll do that part black tuft.